Hi, good afternoon. Hi, Heather. Thank you for joining me. It may be just us for now. This is very last minute. I decided to go ahead and start doing some readings uh, for this afternoon. So hopefully, some people in the East Coast, maybe over in Europe, will finally be able to catch me, as opposed to it being 2, 3 in the morning. Um, So I want to welcome those who are watching, those who will be coming in or are slowly coming in. My name's Amy. I go by the Mystic Rose Tarot, and I'm here to do readings for you. I do readings once a week. Emerald Buddha, hi. Um, I do readings once a week, and I did moon readings on Friday because we had that moon. Waning gibbous moon in Cancer. And boy, was I really feeling that Cancer energy. It was, that moon is a time of just like checking in with yourself and also with others if needed. But I really took advantage of that placement and took it easy yesterday. I normally do readings for the most part on Sundays, but I decided, you know what, I'm going to stay indoors tomorrow. I was saying this on Saturday. I'm going to stay indoors Sunday and just kind of take care of some things here. And also, I got a package of some stuff that I had to go through. So I didn't buy, but I was given a deck to check out, and this deck is amazing. So I'm going to have a deck coming up that I will be sharing my thoughts about, and I will be having the creator, one of the creators of this deck, I know it's going to be hush for now, as a guest on my channel in a few weeks. So I want to spend some time to get to know the deck. It's an oracle deck. It's very different. So it's not something that I can just kind of go through the cards and go, yeah, I got it. But so yeah, I got that and a few books. So I will be sharing my thoughts on one of the books that I received that I'm very interested in reading and working more and sharing it with you. So that'll be coming up in the next couple of weeks. Okay. So to do the readings, yeah, that was yesterday. And after I'm done doing the lives, I'm going to go out for a walk because it's going to be warming up here a little bit in the coming days. So I want to go out for a little bit of a walk because I stayed indoors yesterday. It's a little bit more on the chillier side. So I want to go out for a quick walk around a few blocks here in the neighborhood. So yeah, it felt really good yesterday. It felt kind of weird that I wasn't doing too much of anything because I felt like I was being lazy. I'm always doing something. But yeah, I felt like I was cheating yesterday. So I reached out to a few friends to see if they wanted to chat because I had some time and no one was available. So I guess that was my sign that it was time to spend time with me. So I did that. You did, didn't you, huh? Your first snowfall. Was it a dusting of snow or was it a lot of snow? There there are rumors that it may snow later this week, but I don't think so. I think it's just going to be cold for this week. You had a dusting. Dusting's nice. It's pretty, right? It puts a little like coating um, on the ground and at least makes it doable so that you can still do things and not have ice. Hopefully. So that's wonderful. We'll see. I'll give you updates as the months go on here in the Pacific Northwest. And I have a feeling because it's been cold. This is just I'm new to this side of the West Coast, so I have a feeling it's going to be a cold winter. Whether it's going to be snowy, some people have a feeling that it could be a bad winter because of how hot it's been up here. So we will see, you know. So I'm here to do readings. I'm going to stick to the Wild Unknown. Okay, this is the deck that I was reading with before doing the moon readings last week, and I really like this. And it's a deck that I can pick up pretty easily on, um, and not having to go through all of the suits. Some of them, I may have to give a second thought, but just energy wise, it's working very nicely. Um, let's see. Shan and I really want to move to Asheville. Okay, we'll make it happen. It's still further south from where I am, but let's see for 2023 if it's in the cards. You know, see how things are moving. See how things are gravitating. You know, if things are calling to you to have things happen, then obviously go for it. Um, I'm going to close the door behind me because you can see the bathroom with the shower curtain. So let me close this. So we have a bit more of a neutral background. So anyone who is joining in, I am here to do readings for you. I'll be here for a little bit, and I want to leave me some time to walk out some energy that I have from yesterday and today. Even though I rested yesterday, I still have some extra energy. So donations are appreciated. They do take priority. If you leave a donation, I will do your reading first. Everyone else will be first come, first serve. So let me know if you'd like to have a reading. The moon in Cancer. So I'm going to just buy some time to talk. So as people start coming in and start making requests, we could do readings. Okay. Finances have to greatly improve. Yes. Yeah, I mean, overall, just all up the West Coast, California, even Nevada, Oregon, and Washington. These states are seeing the rise, the influx of people moving in, but also people are moving out. People who have been there for quite some time. It seems like quite a few people that I've spoken to here who have been here for a while, they want to change. So a lot of them are moving when they can't afford California or Washington. They're moving further east. We're looking past from Texas onwards. So it's interesting because for me, I'm kind of reverting back. I was spending the summer in the Southwest to check it out. It didn't resonate with me, and then I'm back here on the West Coast, but I'm further north, and this feels right. So everyone's excitement and placement for where they want to be is obviously different. I'm older, so I like to be in a place that has some activity, not so hustle and bustly like Los Angeles or the big cities of New York. This The city that I'm in right now fits me just right. It's not too small, not too big. There's a good community here. And I feel there's a little bit of everything for people. But the average age here, Nancy, hi, how are you? The average age, I feel, of people living here in Oregon because of the pricing. It's not a young city, right? It's not, there are young people here, but it's not as obvious as some of the other cities. Some of the bigger cities, like probably Dallas, Seattle, where there's a lot of action, a lot of stuff happening, New York. So these are those kinds of cities I feel are cities that when you're young, you want to go to for the most part because there's there's a lot of excitement, there's a lot of energy, there's potential that's happening there. While the city that I'm in, it's a smaller city, but it's still a city, and there is stuff happening here. And I think it fits more for people who are in their 40s, maybe mid 40s or older. And that seems to be the average age that I'm seeing here of people residing here. Some late millennials, like millennials that were born in the early 80s are here, but for the most part, I don't see anything younger than that, just because of the pricing, how the cost of living here is much higher. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to go far, especially here in the Pacific Northwest, to get into a country environment. I was surprised when driving around. You could be like 30, 40 minutes outside of the city, and you're in a completely different world. It's all country. It's sort of like what I was seeing. It's very rural. It's sort of like what I was seeing when I was driving in. As I was entering Oregon from Idaho, it's just flat. You see a farmhouse and everything's just green in the background. You don't see much of anything. And that's sort of what the outskirts of some of the cities in Oregon, like Salem, Eugene, and Portland, look like. If you go out, it's all country. It's really country. So yeah, it's very nice there. All right. So how's everyone doing? I want to focus on readings. I'm really on top for doing readings today. So I want to see how many people I'm going to get coming in who want readings. I know I'm in the middle of the day. Will my art start? Sales improve by next year. Okay. What do you mean art start? And we'll make sure. Is that a typo, Heather? Will my art start sales improve by next year? Okay, totally fine, Nancy. Will my art sales improve by next year? I'm guessing that's what it is. Okay. Well, Heather, I don't do anything predictive. Okay. But let's just see right now where the energy is. Okay. With art and where you're placing your energy in the most. Okay. I don't know if, well, don't even ask. Let's do the reading and then we could talk about it more from there. All right, so let's see what we got here. Let's just see right now. Okay, I got one card out here. Let's just see right now where the focus of your art needs to be. Okay, let's just start with the two cards, because this wild unknown, I really don't need many cards to read into. So this is our first one. Okay. All right, so let me see how they're. Okay. You have some decisions to make. You have some choices to decide where these priorities are for getting your sales to go up. I got here. This is our 9 of Pentacles, which is an excellent card to get. So we are looking and seeing here that the cards picking up that you are definitely focused on the sales, on the monetary aspect, the finances of it, but also with this 9 of Pentacles, I'm going to hold it up. With this 9 of Pentacles, you're doing the work. You do have a level of success. Okay. We want to maintain this, obviously. So whatever you're doing right now is still good. So the question here is, what can we do to make it better? Okay, what can we do to change this growth? Now, the Nine of Pentacles is a form of succession. Like you're good, you're in a good place, you're safe with how your business is going. But you're working on redoing your portfolio. Okay. But here's the other card that I got for you. I got here Two of Swords. Okay, so here we have like an eclipse, right in between the apex of the crossing of these blades here. Okay, so what I feel we need to do here with these two cards in particular, I'm going to hold this up here. So with the Two of Swords, with that blocking of the sun is joy, happiness, success in different ways. But here we're seeing it shrouded. Okay, so the moon and the sun have crossed. Okay, and so things are a little unclear. I think what needs to be done here, Heather, is with these Two of Swords, is we do need to move things in a different way. You said you're redoing your portfolio, which is excellent. I need to pull another card, though. Okay, I got the sun. Okay, so the sun here, look at this. Okay, so the choices that I'm talking about here, we're seeing this opening here, and we have the birds flying in opposite directions in this card. So we're seeing, by carefully, we need to put some more thought into this. We need to put some thought into what is needed to expand. Okay, you're already in a good place. Okay, you're already in a good place with your work. Okay, and so I enjoy the placement of the feathers here because it's showing that this is the nest and that it's been worked on very well, and we need to continue the work, but we also have it in a protective placement here. Feathers too, like I said, in relation to the Two of Swords, not like I said, but the feathers here represent the energy of air. So let's use this element of the swords, the feathers, to start thinking, how can we make this grow more? Okay, we're going to have to be, I'm feeling a strategy needs to come in. Okay, and if you do this, if you do your thoughts and speak to the right people carefully, you're definitely going to be moving in a greater direction. Okay, and that's what we have here with the sun. Okay, what we get before the sun is we get the moon card that comes before the sun. So the moon is a lot of, reflecting inside and really asking and facing, what's holding us back? What are our fears? What's the issue? Okay, so that's what we need to do when we're looking to expand, to make changes, to make growth. We need to start asking, what realistically, rationally, what do I really need to do? Okay, so look at both sides of what you're looking at. What are the pros and cons of some of the things that you are thinking about? Okay, so if there's like a list, start knocking that list down and start focusing on maybe one or two items that you feel, or one or two directions that you feel will place where you need to be to grow those cells. Okay, you say you're searching for a manager and gallery representation. I think that's good, because I think if you have a second party coming in who already has that experience, this could be one part of these swords here. Okay, we have one perspective coming in that could guide you, who knows about sales, who knows about work, the kind of work that's selling. All of this will play an influence as you are redoing your portfolio. So when you listen to this guidance from the second party, but also making sure you get your input in with your work, things will start developing. Okay, things will start developing here, and you'll see it. So you have this growth. You do have this waiting for you. Okay, but I feel strongly by having a second party come in, a rep manager, like you were saying, um, working directly with the gallery, you should be in the right direction. Also, Heather, you've been doing this for a while, haven't you? Because this Nine of Pentacles shows someone who has great experience, and they've done work for quite some time, and they've built up their level of expertise, and so I'm seeing that your experience is very important in the stage of where you are. Now it's time to take it to the next level. So you've been doing this for a while, I feel. All right. You're so welcome, Heather. Love Light. Hi, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Yes, you may ask a question. You have a BFA in painting. Heather, do you have a website? I'd love to see your work. I'm doing okay, Love Light. Really happy to be working with this deck today. The Wild Unknown. What changes are coming for you? Okay, I can do that. You're welcome. Yeah, I'd love to see a website. If you want to email me separately, feel free to do so. Jagda, hello. Yes, you can ask as well. Everyone who's coming in, please introduce yourself if you'd like to have a reading, or if you just want to listen or take part in the chat. We have some wonderful people here. I create a safe place here for the viewers and also for those in the chat. Okay, I don't tolerate any funny business. Myself or one of the moderators who has a blue wrench will stand by to take care of those individuals who want to cause problems. So I don't tolerate it, and you can taunt as much as you want. It's not going to stick with me. Okay. I show my work on Instagram, and I have some art videos showcasing my art. Okay. So, Heather, do I find you on Instagram? I could be following you already. I'm not certain. Do I find you on Instagram as Indigo Jaguar? Intuitive Arts? Let me know. Okay. Don't mess with Nancy too, because when she sticks around, she will use that wrench. She has a Crohn's wrench, which is, yeah. Let me not even explain what a Crohn's wrench is. Okay. April, hi. How are you? My neighbor down below. How are you, April? Oops, I got something in my teeth. I just saw that. Alrighty. Yeah, no one messes around. You're sick. Oh, April, I'm sorry. I hope this Cancer moon put you in so that you could just sort of settle down and just rest, which is what I did yesterday. I stayed in. You have a cold. Okay. Jagfuda, thank you. I love that heart with the cross. That's very nice. Yeah, April, feel good. Just hang tight. Listen if you want. If you have a question, of course, feel free to ask. But I'm sorry you're not feeling good. You've been busy since you got back, so don't be surprised that the body is doing what it needs to do. It's giving you a timeout, and so that's That's what we have to listen to. Okay. Instagram and YouTube. Okay. Got it. Thank you, Heather. All right. So I have Love Light, and then I have Jakfuda. I'm mispronouncing your name. I'm going Jag Ufta. I'm going Jakfuda. Jag Ufta. Okay. I gotta get this piece of my lunch out of my tooth because it's gonna drive me crazy. I'm self-conscious. Let me rinse my mouth. Shagufta. Shagufta. Thank you. Shagufta. Okay, let me rinse my mouth. I'll be right back. So I will do, see, I can see it right there. Shagufta. I will do you right after Fazila. I like Shagufta. I like Shagufta. Fazila. Fazila. Okay. Love Light, I will do your reading first. Okay, about changes coming up for you. And then Fazila, I will do your question. Let me look at it quickly. Tomorrow's my interview. I will be selected for this course. I need some guidance. Okay, I don't do anything predictive, so don't expect an answer that it's going to be yes or no. Okay. So, so I'll provide some direction of how things could be moving. But other than that, I'm not going to predict yes or no from this interview. Okay. So hang tight and let me, Fazila. I like names that are very challenging. So I like to try and get it. So talk. Oops, I'm sorry, Spirit. Talk amongst yourself. Let me just rinse my mouth and I'll be right back. Alrighty. Okay. Let's see. See, all good. You want to share an experience, Love Light. Do you want to share the experience now, or do you want me to do the reading? I feel like I should do the reading first. Okay. Okay, so let me jump to the reading. Okay, thank you. Okay, so let's see. You're welcome. Spree. Let's see. Let's see what changes, what needs to be changed. Okay. With Love Light. Okay. Let me see something here. Okay. Alrighty, Azila and Love Light. So Love Light, the first thing that I got here, give me 1 minute here because I have different elements. I got 2 cards here. I have here the first card that came to me. It's the Father of Swords. Okay, I want you to look at this here. Father of Swords. We see them holding this very powerful blade. Different colors. We're seeing all the elements here. Fire, air, earth, water, all blended into this sword. Now with the Father of Sword, we're looking at someone who is very strong and very direct when it comes to making choices, knowing how to communicate. They stick. Father of Swords sticks by their belief systems, by their perspectives. Astrologically, this card is associated with the sign of Aquarius. Okay, so Aquarius is a fixed sign. Most of the kings, depending on what system in the tarot you want to lean more towards, the kings to me tend to be fixed. And they are very set in what they do. And it's very hard to move them. So here, what I'm seeing for you is we need to switch things up in the way that we have been seeing things. Okay, Spiritual Rain, hi, how are you? We need to start seeing things and thinking differently. If we want to have change, we can't sit here and just go, I need to make a change. I know I need to make a change. That's not work. We have to start doing these actions. Okay, we have to start making cardinal moves. And I say cardinal because cardinal is a trait that gets things going. It initiates, it puts things into action. Cardinal signs are Aries. They bring in the start of a new season. Cardinal signs are Cancer. They bring in the start of summer. Other cardinal sign is Libra, and also Capricorn. Those are the 4 signs that welcome in these seasons, but they start things, they get things going, they start moving. Brittany, hello, how are you? They start initiating things that need to make the change. So anyhow, that's being long-winded. The Father of Swords is that person that once they get things moving, they get things going, they make sure that everything is set in a perfect way. Okay, so start thinking. We have to start making actions on the things that you feel that you would like to have a change in. Hi, Mel, how are you? Okay, here, the Son of Pentacles. Okay, this is ruled by Virgo. Okay, so Son of Pentacles, the action that I feel you need to take is we have to be a little bit methodical. Okay, when you look at a deer, they graze, they move very slowly. They don't move quickly, they don't move fast. They're in their environment. Okay, so take this characteristic, this attribute of the deer. It's moving, okay, and it's aware of its environment. It sees it, and it's taking in what is happening. Okay, you're a Virgo. Okay, that's excellent. But here's the one thing we need to be careful of with Virgo. Virgo, we can just overthink. We can put so much thought into something that what we need to actually move forward is, we know we need to move forward, but we're putting so much thought in the process of doing that we actually don't do anything. So your job to create this change is, or to have changes come, is start planning, start looking at what you need, what needs to come into your life, and what changes, what work do you need to do to make what you want to have come to you happen. Okay, so this energy of shifting, of change, starts with you. Okay, so we have to really think. Okay, I think we're going to do something different here too. Okay, Love Light, we need to change the way that things happen. So when Father of Swords comes up, I'm saying that we need to really shift things in a way that we start seeing things that are of a progressive nature. Okay, things that will motivate us, things that will keep us moving. That's what we need to do. Okay. But you have to put thought into it. Okay. Got to put planning and not a lot of thought, but just be realistic in what's needed to bring things to you. Don't think, well, if I do this, this will happen, and then I could get to this. But then if something else happens, don't second thought. Don't give yourself second thoughts. Don't give yourself a reason to kind of jump out of it. And so that's something we need to look for. Okay, so let's shift the perspective a bit. Okay, let's shift the perspective a bit, but let's move slowly. And I think for Virgo, this will be a good exercise for you, because this will allow you to stop the overthinking and really focus on what is needed. Okay, so that's where you're going to start. Okay, what is of great importance and what is needed. Okay, start with one thing. Okay, don't start bringing in a list, because if you start bringing in a lot of stuff, it becomes an issue. Okay. Hello, Luna Rose. How are you? Thank you for everyone who's watching and coming in. Thank you for keeping me company. Me in spirit is over here on my side. Feel free to subscribe, like. I'm here to do readings for you. Donations are appreciated, though they're not forced upon. If you would like me to do a reading, and if you're in a rush, feel free to leave a description, leave a donation, and if you do, I will do your reading first. But again, there's no pressure for that, but donations are appreciated for the time and energy put into your reading. Okay. Again, you're welcome. Thank you so much, Love Light. Okay. Alrighty. So let me go here. All right, Fazila. Let's see here. And thank you. Thank you, Heather, for that. I'm going to put in my address here for the donations. Oh, hang on one second. So just typing this in. There you go. All righty. Okay. Luna Rose, of course, you can ask as well. I have Fazila up next, and then I believe it is you. Okay. And Brittany, is it Brittany or Brittany? I want to make sure I get the pronunciation right. And yes, you can have a reading. Okay, and please like and subscribe. Let people know about this channel. I do readings at least once a week. I'm alternating between Sundays and Mondays. The time is definitely changing. So as of now, I don't know the time and the date of the next reading. So hit the notification bell, and you'll find out when I'll be doing my next series of readings. Okay. Fazila, let's see what's going on here. Okay, so you have an interview that's going on for tomorrow. All right. And let me see here. And if it's a while that I get to your question, please refresh the question. And when I get to you, just go ahead, copy and paste it, because I get people here in the chats and I can't catch up with everyone and all the questions. So I want to see here. Where are you, Fazila? I want to see your question again. English work program. Okay. And also, I'd like to know where everyone's coming from. So if you guys can state, if you feel comfortable, the country or the state and or city that you're in, feel free to do so if you feel comfortable, because I think that helps bring the connection of people here in the chat a little bit closer. You may find out that someone's a neighbor of yours, or not. So I'd like to know, I'd like to know where everyone's from. Okay. Brittany. Okay, Brittany. Okay, Heather, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. Thank you for your help. I'll see you soon. Okay. We have Emerald Buddha, Los Angeles. I'm based in the Pacific Northwest. So that's Oregon, Washington area. All right. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Okay, first, wow, we're getting father energy. I got this one here. Okay. Okay. So, give me a moment to look at this here. You've been working hard. Okay. Hi, Lady Capera. Alrighty. So, Vazila, you've been working hard on this interview. And I think emotionally it's something that you feel that you need, because it's going to move you in a place that's going to make you feel good. It's going to make you feel secure. It's going to bring some happiness here to you. I'll take a look at the chat after I'm done with the reading. So keep talking, everyone. So the first card I got here for you is, move my fingers here. I got here the Father of Pentacles. Okay. So here with the Father of Pentacles, we have someone who has worked extremely hard, has put a lot of time, effort into something that they feel strongly invested in. We are looking at someone who, once they set their mind onto something and their heart into something, they will go into it all the way. So I want to feel that you've been preparing for this for quite some time. Okay. And it's really important for you. It's really important. Okay. So with the Father of Pentacles here is you keep doing this work. If there's more questions that are being asked for this interview, go into this interview like you want it. Okay. Don't get overly excited. This is where we have the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is new feelings, emotionally feeling a shift, feeling a surge of energy happening, but like that's motivating you. With this Ace of Cups here and the Father of Pentacles, okay, let's be careful when you go into this interview. Don't get overly emotional, okay? When you want something so bad, you can forget the context of what you're going into, and that overzealous nature, that overexcitement could actually, it will deter you from focusing on the questions that are being asked. So when you go in, before you go in, just breathe, just relax, just relax, okay? And focus on what this deer is. I know it looks like a little mouse with with horns on it, but go in with a set foundation. Go in there like, that you're well composed. Listen to the questions. Okay, slow everything that you're feeling here. Okay, let this work more. Okay. But this is how you're feeling inside right now. You're feeling, oh yeah, this is good. This is, it's like a nervous excitement, which is wonderful. There's nothing wrong with that, but we just need to be careful when going into an interview. And it's natural. It's natural for someone to feel a little bit more on the anxious side, on the nervous side, and that's totally fine. But do yourself a favor, Vizela. Go in very calm, okay? But be natural about it too, because I feel those are key things that will show good composure to the person that you're being interviewed by, and also gives them confidence. They don't want someone who's just like nervous and just like, you're answering the questions, but you're answering it in such a way that it may give a sense of instability. And that's something that we don't want in an interview. You want to go into an interview where it makes it challenging for that interviewer to decide between you and someone else. Okay. So keep that in mind. If it's between you and someone else, you have that means of, tipping the scale and showing the interviewer something that could be very different from the other person. Okay. And let me know if you got this. Okay. Okay. All right, Nancy. Thank you. So yes, keep that in mind. Okay, now I'm going to take a look. Okay, I'm going to scroll up. Let me just get to, let's see. Azila, where are you from? Hi, Geek Vibes. Hi. You said it's 2:45 a.m. Are you in Europe? Where are you? Let's see. Actually, yes, now I am preparing. Oh, you're getting ready for your interview, 2:45 in the morning. Okay. Get some sleep, though. Okay. Don't go Pakistan. Alrighty. Get some sleep. Don't stay up. Okay. I don't know what time your interview is, but get some rest. Okay. Belgium. Alrighty. We have Belgium here. Thank you. So yeah, get some rest right now. Remember that Father of Pentacles. And if you have a tarot deck, pull out that card. It's like King of Pentacles. Okay, pull out that card and look at it, because it's a very strong, confident, grounded individual. That's the energy you need to go in. Okay, go in knowing that that you're going to get this. Okay, it's up to you. Okay, and remember, emotionally, don't be too overwhelmed. Okay, good luck, Vazila. Alrighty. Okay, let's see here. I did Love Light. Brittany, you are next. And let's see who's here. Mel, I don't know if you're still here with me. If one of my moderators is here, can you help me keep track, or if someone's who is with me? Can you keep track of the readings as they come in? Because I don't want to miss anyone. So, King of Pentacles, yes. Confident, but just really found, grounded. Okay, so get some sleep, all right? Geek Vibes, yes, I can do that for you. I can give you a reading about starting school again, okay? Let's see here. Okay, so Brittany, you want to know if you see me, true happiness and baby in the near future. Okay, I can't predict that because I don't do anything predictive, but let me do a general reading for you, because anyone can have happiness. Okay, and I don't want to be the person who's conveying you're not going to have happiness on these days or for the rest of your life or between the months of this month and next month. I can't do that, and I don't read like that. So let's, with your permission, Brittany, I like to do a general reading, but with that focus on what's happening right now and what work you need to do in the future. Okay, one card just came out for me. And you said you're a Capricorn, right? Let me see here. In spiritual rain, yes, I can do a reading for you. Okay. Yeah, that's not a problem, spiritual rain. Just bear with me as I try to go in the order of the requests as they come in. Okay. So for those who are watching, thank you for watching. For those who are coming in, please subscribe, follow, tap the notification bar or bell. I hate having to say this, but just as a reminder, I create a safe space here for everyone for reading. So I like people to feel comfortable here. So let other people know if they'd like to have a reading. Send them over here and I'll be happy to read for them. Donations are appreciated, though they are not forced upon. Okay, and donations, all the information's in the description. It's through PayPal, and it's my email address. If you scroll in the chat, you'll see it, or if not, look in the description. Okay. Thank you, Geek Vibes. Okay, so let me go. Okay, Brittany, let me go with you. Okay, so you're in Missouri. Hello, Missouri. So one card did come out, and I think you said you're a Capricorn. Okay, so I got one card here. I got to pull another card for you. Oh, okay. Okay. Brittany, first card that I got here for you is I got the Devil. Okay, don't be scared. Okay, when anyone who sees this card and comes up in your reading, do not freak the F out. There's nothing to worry about. This is the Devil. The Devil is associated, or I shouldn't say associated, but is assigned to the astrological sign of Capricorn. That's what I was saying. I think you mentioned you're Capricorn. But Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Saturn is a planet of time. The goddess Cronus like chronological. Cronus means time. How we use time. Time is very important. But when it comes to with the planet Saturn, time is very important. But when it comes to the Devil, time still is of importance because it's showing that we are holding on to things. We are holding on to things that have put us in a position where it may feel good, but it could actually be holding us back. This is things that are very feelings, people, certain kinds of actions that are very comfortable and almost, I don't want to say addictive, but they are attractive and they make us feel good. But they also hold back our energy because we're stuck. We're stuck in that comfort zone and we're not moving forward. So we need to focus on letting go of this. Okay. Here's something to think about, Brittany. What are some of the things that you feel are, and you don't have to write in the chat, this is for you to think about. And people who are writing questions or comments in the chat, I'll take a look in a minute. Just when I'm doing readings, I can't look at it. So bear with me. So with the Devil, we have to start seeing things and admitting our weaknesses. because that's what the devil is. The devil is focusing on the weaker part of what's going on in the situation, what's holding you back, and it's dampening, it's holding down the strengths that we all have, because the devil here is actually ourselves. We're allowing this to happen. Okay, so just think about that. Okay, what are some of these things? You say you want to have a child, you want to have happiness. What's your environment like? Is the environment very stifling that you're in? Is it something that needs to be moved? If it's something dangerous, we have to get out of that situation. Let me get the other card here. This is Three of Wands. Okay, so here are the Three of Wands. I feel a different energy of what the Three of Wands is normally associated with. I'm seeing here that I feel like this is almost a mending of energy, like mending, holding together. This could be either like some rope, but this energy that's been moving all over the place, but not in the right direction, needs to now be solidified in a sense. It needs to be bound so that the wands can focus on one thing. This is the growth. This is the potential. We have all the colors here of the elements of earth, air, fire, water in here. This is what's up ahead. So we need to focus this energy on moving in that direction. Okay. Be creative. Do something. Challenge yourself with your actions, Brittany. Challenge yourself with something that you haven't done before. Okay. Do things not bore you? Okay. I'm asking this question to you, Brittany, but also for everyone who's watching at this point. Does anything bore you? Okay. And think about that. You may not even realize what's boring you because you're right in it. And that's the challenge, because when you're in a situation where you're bored, you don't know where to go because there's nothing exciting you. There's no inspiration. And that's dangerous. Okay. I'm not saying that you're bored, Brittany, but what I'm saying is just like, think about where you are stuck and where you need to go from there so you could get to what's ahead in those Three of Wands. Three of Wands shows that if you can surround yourself also with something supportive, something that you feel, something that can inspire you, to move forward, whether it's a friend who may be doing things, they're like, God, I wish I can do that. Look to inspiration for people who are doing things and that we're seeing them move forward in a good way. We always hear on the occasion, wow, you inspire me. Okay. So if that moment or that energy or that individual inspires you, do something about it. Okay. Okay. Make this energy, change that devil bounding energy being held back and break free. Normally the devil, we would see two individuals. Usually it's associated with the lovers, either facing each other or they're bound to each other. That's not what this card is about here, but the energy is all about being stifled and stuck in old patterns. Okay. And what's the discipline that's needed to release all of that. Okay. All right, Brittany. Okay, so I hope that guides you. Okay, some food for thought. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. All readers read differently. So if someone else was here and they took those cards, they would probably do a different interpretation, but that's how I feel and directed this energy towards you for that situation. So again, it was the devil and the Three of Wands that I got for you. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, I believe next I have Geek Vibes. Yeah, I think it's geek vibes. I want to make sure. Or let me see, geek vibes, or was it? Okay, I'll do. Was it geek vibes? Who came first, geek vibes or spiritual rain? I'm scrolling up. Do you guys want to decide between yourselves, geek vibes and spiritual rain? Okay, alrighty. Okay, oops. Yeah, these cards are pretty amazing. Um, I'm new to the Wild Unknown, and I'm just started working with this deck a few weeks ago, and I like it very much. Oh no, both of you can't wait. Okay, let's do this. This has happened before where two people agree that they're like, no, you go first. No, I can wait, you go first. Heads or tails? Yeah, do that. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. I'll make the decision for the both of you, okay? Let's see how I'm going to do this. Okay, here's my cloth. So I'm going to throw this card. Okay, if it's down like this, it's tails. And if it's an image up, it's heads. Okay, I know now you're just seeing my hands. Oh, I actually like this perspective. Look at that. Okay, so here we go. Why am I shuffling? It doesn't make a difference, right? Okay, so here we go. First card. And here's the deal. If it comes head up and it's for whoever. Okay, so wait a second. Geek vibes and spiritual rain. Who wants to do heads or tails? I need to know. Who's going to call it? One of you needs to call heads or tails. And then I'll drop the card. Okay, spiritual rain says head. So geek vibes, it's going to be tails. You guys are so opposite, but you guys are all in sync. Okay, here's the card. I'm going to just flip it. There you go. You saw heads, and look what came up. I think we have a new way of choosing who's going to go and do a reading. Brilliant. And it came up as the Father of Pentacles. Oh boy. Entertainment. Okay, so spiritual rain will do you, and then geek vibes, I'll have you come afterwards. So we're going to use this card anyhow as part of your reading. Okay, the Father of Pentacles, but I will pull another card. So spiritual rain, I got to remember. You said that you're from Montreal, right? What was it? I was born in Montreal, Canada. Live in the Laurentian. Did I pronounce that right? Laurentian mountains most of my adult life. Now I live in rural New Brunswick. Wonderful. I lived in spiritual rain. I lived in Canada for a few years in Vancouver. I went to school there. And then I went to Toronto for a little bit of time, considering relocating there, and I didn't. So my heart, I have a very nice soft spot for Canada in my heart. So je t'aime from Montreal. Okay, so let me go back. Let's see here. Oh, geek vibes. I just saw it. Don't know. You need to know from my reading. Okay, you're a Taurus. Okay, we'll get to that. And I forgot what your question was. Spiritual rain. Let me know what the question is. I lost it. Oh, Emerald Buddha. Okay, she said spiritual rain was first. Okay. Spiritual Rain, please remind me of your question. Oh, okay. Okay, I got another card here for you. Okay, I'm just having problems firstly. A big change is about to happen. I feel good, but I hate the doubts. You're Pisces. Okay. Okay, that's fine. No details, please. I don't like to know everything. I just like to have a question and then I go with it. Okay. Okay, so that card that came out you saw was the Father of Pentacles. Okay. So let's work with this. I will pull another card for you. All right. So as I was reading for Vasila, the Father of Pentacles. Father of Pentacles is an individual, a very strong soul who has a good foundation on things, that has led that energy, that individual to get to where they are. They've put a lot of work, a lot of high seashells. Hi. Oh my God, Beth. Hi. Everyone's now coming in. It is an individual who has a firm belief in themselves and doing things, doing due diligence when it comes to taking care of matters. Pentacles deals with investments. It can be financial, material, but also it can be investment of yourself. So let's focus a little bit on that for you, Spiritual Rain, because the issue that you're having with is having to deal with a relationship and big changes. Now, whatever changes are happening, what's the key thing that I was talking about in this card? We're looking at keeping grounded, but the work that has been building up. So this work that maybe has been put into this relationship is something that you have value of. Okay, makes sense. You build something in a relationship, if it's at a crossroads or if it's going to be moving in a better direction or maybe a lower direction. There's still that thought about all this work I put into it. Okay, and that's hard because if it's going in a position where you guys are going to be separating, which with my next card, I sort of get a sense that there's going to be maybe some time out between the two of you. Um, it's kind of hard to let go of that. It's like putting money into something that you really thought you were going to get value out of, and maybe something long term, and then it doesn't quite work that way. And so we need to make amends with what time, effort, energy, love, money, whatever was put into this, and just leave it like it is. Okay, and whatever direction this is going, whether it's low or high, um, just know ultimately there's something to learn from it. And this is something that I feel is important when, if a relationship is starting or at a crossroads or is at ending, we need to know, we need to remember the importance of the lesson that we are learning from this. Oops. So we have to keep that in mind. Okay. So Spiritual Rain. The other card I got here is, this is our Seven of Wands. Okay. Now, the reason why I say that maybe there's going to be a time out, no, Spirit, no, is we have these 6 wands, wands on one side, a series of wands, 3 on one side, 3 on another. But then we have one that's right in the center. Okay. This is the potential. Okay. So this is the potential of what lies ahead. Wherever you are in this situation, with this change, with the relationship, we have to stay focused on what lies ahead. Doesn't matter, okay? Doesn't matter. At this point now, it doesn't matter what has taken place, okay? We need to focus on what's ahead and knowing that there is going to be more that needs to be done. Hi, seashells. Yes, of course, you can have a reading. We need to focus on that energy, okay? We need to move forward. Let me get the other card that came out. Okay. It came up reversed because this card fell out and fell on the floor. Came up with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, but it came up reverse. And I'm kind of ambivalent when I read reversals. Because here I feel with the Wheel of Fortune in general deals with past actions, lessons that were gained, actions that we did that we have to learn from. Anything that we've done in the past eventually does catch up with us in different ways. Okay, so I want to say reading the Wheel of Fortune reverse could be someone who hasn't taken mind of their actions and what has taken place. I'm going to take a look at the chat in a moment. But it is a wheel, right? We can always change that energy around. And this is what I felt more focused on. Okay. So remember about the investments and the self-care and anything that was put into this situation that you're in is something of great value and something to learn from. This situation that you're in, spiritual rain, is a lesson to learn from. Here, with the 7, okay, we're looking at that light ahead. Okay, and also, I can almost read this as the shadow part of the wand. Okay, this could be the last remaining light, like this has already been burned. And this is the last glow that's giving you that opportunity to look ahead. Okay. These could be the past, present, future of what's going to lie ahead. This is what's already been done. Action-wise, this is where we are right now. This is what we have remaining that we could still make use of. Okay. But with the Wheel of Fortune, I feel very strongly about, thank you, Emerald Buddha. I'm just catching glances here. The Wheel of Fortune is allowing us to give us almost like a second chance. Okay. Like a form of redemption. You know, if something didn't go the way that it should have or that you would have wanted to, look back. A lot of people are like, oh, I want to forget the past. You can forget about the past because it's just that, but the actions and everything that took place is still solid. It happened. It did occur. It's in the past, but it was already done. So you have to be mindful of that. Okay. Let me in Pisces, yeah, with you being Pisces, we got Court card, major arcana archetype, and we have the 7 of Wands here. We have a fire sign. We have 3 cards here that are very strong for you of guidance, characteristics of the Father of Pentacles. You know, being proud of the investment that you put in, regardless if it gave you what you needed or what you didn't need. There is still something to gain from it. Okay. And then, of course, the karmic action. What is there to learn from? Okay. The knowledge. It's interesting. This is the sun, because we have the moon up here. The sun's on the bottom. And also, I just realized with this, the colors look a little different here. It's like it's darker on the bottom where the sun is. Can you see that? And then when you look up, it's brighter. Pretty interesting. I just realized this by just looking at this card. So let's look at these actions, okay, and see what there is to gain from. And then what there is, you apply it to the next direction that you'll be heading towards. Let me see here. Okay, now I'm looking. The Seven of Wands gave me a flutter, saw the fire and the shine, and thought to myself, yes, Rain, you've made the right decision and your life is going to shine. Yes, see, you just took this reading and you went with it. You just made this choice. Okay, you just made this choice based on this card here in particular. Okay. But all of these other two cards, like the Father of Pentacles, shows the energy of what's been done. Okay, and the Wheel of Fortune, just learn from our lessons, learn from what has happened in the past, gain this knowledge, listen to the knowledge, apply it. Okay. Again, it came up reversed, but I felt really strongly to read this upright for you. Okay. This is about abundance and not going back into actions of where things could hold you back. Okay, so that's Wheel of Fortune, Father of Pentacles, and Seven of Wands for you, spiritual rain. Okay, Emerald Buddha, thank you. Okay, I think I already said thank you earlier. I love these emoticons. Thank you for sharing that. Let's see here. I feel it was karmic and I'm finally learning lessons. I'm changing that energy around. I did invest a lot, and I guess my ego has a hard time letting go, but there is great opportunity ahead. No, stop right there. But there is great opportunity ahead, I think. Okay, so you remember that Seven of Wands, that one wand that was a lit? Okay, when you say you think, you're second guessing that. You're second guessing that opportunity. Okay, so you need to self-affirm that things will be changing. You're going to be doing this. You're going to be making this change happen. Hi, Brianne. How are you? Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, remember that. Okay, spiritual rain. Okay, all right, Geek Vibes, you are next. Okay, you are welcome. Just remember it. If you feel that moment where things aren't if you feel like it's not going to be moving in the right direction, just think of that Seven of Wands from this deck. Okay, it reads very differently than some of the other Seven of Wands that you see in other decks. Okay, so just to point out, the wild unknown is its own system. Okay, it's pip meaning that there isn't people in a landscape, there isn't a storyline that we're seeing in each of the minor arcanas. It's nature bound, it's animal centric, this deck, and it doesn't follow any of the minor arcana imagery that we see in RWS or the Thoth, and the same in the major arcana, because the major arcana is ruled by animals and different energy sources. So if you go to a different deck and you pull out Seven of Wands, you're going to see a completely different image. So keep that in mind. This is energy that I'm pulling from each particular deck that I get from. If I pull a Seven of Wands from another deck, it's going to read differently for me. So, oh, okay. All right, Geek Vibes. I'm sorry. Geek Vibes. Question really quick. What is it? Let's see here. Hi, Giggles Gonzalez. Okay, so I've been at home for 2 years. Thank you. From heart surgery, now I can finally finish school, but I'm so stressed. Is there any way You could do a reading about your, about your school year. Okay. Well, I'm happy you're on the mend. Okay. Welcome back, Geek Vibes. Let's see here. Okay, so let's see about schooling for you. Okay. Let's see what I got here. Got the first card out. Okay. I saw something here, Geek Vibes, that I think you'll find humor. But I'll tell you in a moment, because you told me about your heart surgery. All righty, so Giggle Gonzalez, I will be with you in a moment. I have someone who wants a reading before you, Seashells, so I hope you can hang tight. Okay, so Daughter of Swords. This card clearly for me is saying for you to get back to school. Okay. The daughter is, it's the equivalent to the page. So this is like someone who is going to be not naive, but someone who's entering into a new situation, coming out from a different experience or experiencing something new. Okay. And the Daughter of Swords is telling you to have this, you have this desire to go to school. It's understood, but you are nervous. Take that nervous energy that you have, turn it into something that is more productive and that can inspire you to go into your books, into your classroom, with this insight and wanting to learn of knowledge, this excitement of knowledge. Very, very important. Okay, this is very important. And I also like to play with the size ratio of this. We have a small sword here. Okay, and I'm noticing this deck here, the Wild Unknown, is a very intuitive deck. I have to see with the other swords, like with the Knight's sword, if the sword gets a little bit bigger. So we're seeing the early stages of seeking knowledge, wanting to learn something new or gain more information. This card here clearly tells me that if your love and drive to go to school is there, definitely do that. Okay, definitely pursue it. Other card I have here is you're going to start also, let me throw something else in. Ease yourself back, okay? Obviously, because of you being away. When you're away from education or from school or that kind of a learning environment, you don't want to jump into it. You want to kind of feel out the environment and kind of see what's going on, so on and so forth. You said you're a Taurus. So I feel with Taurus, that's a sign that I have. This is something of great importance. So you really want to come into this environment realistically. Don't push your expectations. Do as much, small steps in the beginning. Just start with lighter courses. You're basically going back to rudimental starts, beginnings. So be kind to yourself and do that. Okay. Go on the lighter side of how you're going to approach your studies, but still hold that excitement. Now, this is the next card. The next card that I have here, I think, was pretty interesting because you said heart surgery. Does this not look like an open heart? Got here again, the Three of Wands. And so I'm going to focus, that this excitement, this energy that you have, your drive to go to school is here. Literally, it's here in your heart. Maybe this heart surgery opened up, right? You know, when they fold the skin back, this is what we see inside. These are colors of the elements of earth, air, fire, water. We see that excitement. We see this amalgamation um, of all of these elements, and we're putting them to work. You know, we're securing this energy, and we're going to put it to work. I'm going to do one more card for you, okay? Because I feel there's something else I need to pull here. Alrighty. Okay, this one came up. Oh, yeah. Remember what I was saying? Look, I got the Son of Swords right after the daughter. And so look at the sword. Okay, so if you stick to, and you being Taurus, being dedicated and self-disciplined, you're going to do good, but you're going to have to do this work. And I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue for you. But go gently with your courses and look at the length of this. Look at the length of this knowledge, the length of the intellect. Look at the wings here. This is knowledge that is the courses that you're taking. They're going to open up things for you, and you're going to get that broadening of the mind and that excitement that we have here. So that heart surgery probably did some good for you, you know, and really expanded from here, right, to here, with what we see with this Son of Swords. Look at the excitement here. Okay, taking this and putting it into action. This is, yeah, okay. But be easy, you know, Taurus, we take our time. We take our time in doing things. I think that's where you need to come from, okay? That's exactly where you need to come from. Even Floyd, yes, this deck is a pleasant surprise. I've had pleasant surprise decks come up where I start working with them, and this is one of them. It took me, this deck first came out in 2018. I just did not like it when it first came, when it was first released. I think it's actually earlier, 2016, but I think I didn't start seeing it more until like 2018. Yeah, and this deck is so good. I think it reads good for people who are like really, they're really connected intuitively with themselves and how they pick up energy and information and stuff. And I think, wow, this deck really did it for me. I'm definitely not giving up. I went in heart surgery. Now I'm about to start studying. Get out! You're kidding me, really? Wow. And look at that 3 of Wands that I pulled for you. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And I got that Daughter's of Swords and Son of Swords. I'm not tooting my reading ego. That's not it. It's just like what you're saying to me now. It's like, that's amazing. It feels like you are right where you need to be. I think that's the first I've heard of someone who's had heart surgery. Now they want to be a heart surgeon. That is flippin' amazing. I used to love starting school every year. Yes, I did too for some reason. I graduated a year early from high school, and I don't know. I think it was just that it was something to do. I was always looking forward to going to school and studying and reading books. So yeah, fun times. You're going to be great. If you keep dedicated, work hard, that Daughter and Son of Swords energy is right in line for you, okay? But my doctor said I wouldn't be here. I really want to save the people who need it. Okay. Oh, wow. That three of wands. When I saw that, it's just like, wow, that's amazing. Yes, I wish you all the best. Okay, Geek Vibes, come back and let us know how things are coming along if you like. Okay? All the best to you. Let's see here. I think I had. Okay, I think Emerald Buddha had to leave. Okay, so I think it's Giggles Gonzalez. Who my father really is. Okay, I'm scrolling here. Giggles Gonzalez. Okay, so let's see. Help me about my father. Alrighty, you bet. You bet, Geek Vibes. Hope to see you again. Thank you. Okay, so Giggles Gonzalez, let me know if you're still here. Let me know if you are here. Okay, so Giggles Gonzalez. Okay. You want to know about your father? I don't do anything predictive. I don't do any psychic work. I'm not a psychic, so I don't know if that's what you're asking about or if it's something else. Let me know, okay? Because I don't do inquiries. Hey, baby. I don't do inquiries regarding, looking for someone or something like that. You think he's deceased. Okay. Okay, so you don't know where your father is. Okay. Baby. So let's do this. Okay. Let's see here, because I'm feeling really good with this deck. I'm not going to tell you if he's alive or if he's passed on. I'm not going to tell you where he is. Let's just see where the energy is. Okay. Just in general. Okay. I want to see where the energy is in relation to you and your father. Okay, because the reading needs to be more of you than someone else. When someone asks about someone else, it's an invasion, and I have to use the word like that. It is an invasion of someone's space, someone's energy. Brianna, hi, baby. Oh, it's an invasion of someone's space, and it's being intrusive, especially if there is not a connection. Like, will I meet someone who is just sort of out of spirit? No. Okay, but let's just see right now. Okay, Giggles. Let me just see where the energy is, okay? And then you can take the reading that I give you and inform your own choices. Okay. That's the best that I can do. Okay, because I don't do anything predictive or psychic work. Okay, so let's see here. Okay. Oh. This deck likes to talk. What I mean is, there's one reader who has worked with this deck a few times on YouTube, and she shuffles in a very quick manner and cards just fly out. And it seems like this deck does the same thing, and I'm not a fast shuffler. Anyhow, I got here the Sun. Okay. Hi, Emmy. Hi, how are you? So the Sun here is a new direction. We have like a transformational process that's taking place. There's a lot of shifts that have been going on, and this energy has transformed. It's like a form of letting go of troubles and things from the past. Starting fresh, having a new perspective, having a new feel and love towards life. This is a new world for this person. Okay. There are no attachments to things from the past that I feel with this card. Okay. This is where the person or the energy is best placed. Okay. With whatever's going on, the Sun card. Going. And as you see here, we have the birds are going and the doves. Let's see if these are doves. Yeah, I would say these are doves. They're flying in different directions. Doves are seen as peace, love. There's no anger or hatred in the Sun card. This is all new. This is all expansive. Next card I got here is Six of Cups. And here with the Six of Cups, got a dark tree. We got dark cups. There's a lot of baggage, a lot of heavy connections that were hidden. Okay, look at the difference in energy. Okay, a lot of the stuff was hidden. There's a lot of potential here, a lot of different forces going on. Okay, look when we cover this here. Have here the tree. There's no growth on it. It's like a moment of stillness. It's like a moment of just coming to terms of what's been going on. All this energy. This is the card, all of emotions, everything that's been going on. And taking this moment just to kind of be still with what's happening or what has happened. Almost like burying everything that has taken place. And leaving this energy here behind. It's no longer serving Gonzalez. It's no longer feeding this individual or this energy. I feel like there's been a lot of letting go and moving on. You think this person's deceased? I'm getting a card of someone who enjoys being in a better place. Whether they're on this plane or not, this person's in a place where they're solo. but they're in a place where they feel better. Okay, seashells, that's right. Seashells, thank you so much. Okay, Giggles? Okay, so you take these cards lightly in the direction of wherever you want to take it, but I'm just getting a sense of, and I don't do layouts when I do readings. You can read this in either way. This is the first card that came out and the second card that jumped out. I think the energy here is transformational, but it's where this energy needs to be at this time. It feels good, enjoys having space. It's bright. They see a new perspective of life, but they are letting go of all of this. Let's just do it like this. Okay, see how different too this looks if this was reversed? But this is how I'm reading the car more so. Okay. Person energy is best to be left on their own. They're happier that way. Hi, baby. Okay, so Giggles, I don't know if you're here, okay? But just take this card lightly. Okay, you said you think he's deceased, but in this reading, energy-wise, I feel like wherever he is, or wherever the energy is, this person is happier being solo, being on their own. Okay. All right. I hope you'll be okay. All right, Giggles. Right. Okay. You're welcome. Okay. And I hope there was no disrespect when I was approaching this reading. Okay. I had to take it from a wider perspective and take it with the possibilities of where this energy could be leading towards. Okay. All righty. Okay. So I see Emmy. So I need to do seashells. Okay. You're very welcome, Giggles. Okay. We're here. Okay. So like I said, I provide a safe place here for everyone. Okay. No funny business, no disrespect whatsoever. I don't tolerate it here on this channel. Okay. So seashells, I'm going to do your question. Let me just read Emmy's question. Anything I can focus on or messages from spirit? I'm going through an awful depression. Okay. I mean, not okay, but let me see what you have here. What else? Thank you, spiritual rain. They aren't working. We're pretty much out of resources. Okay, so Emmy, I got to tell you something right off the bat. Okay, I'm going to be right back. Here we go. All right. So I hope this makes some people feel a little happier. Okay, so this is spirit. So Emmy, okay, you mentioned that you are seeking medical professional help. You know that this doesn't replace that. Okay, so I can do a card reading for you, but you relinquish my responsibility for any choices that you make. Okay, so that's my disclaimer. All right, so I hate to put it like this, but I have to, because you did mention that you are seeking professional help. So I will do a reading for you. There we go. But please understand that you take whatever reading, whatever card or cards I pull in your own hands, in your own discretion. Okay? Okay, you got it. Okay, so let me do, Emmy, I need you to hang tight. Let's see. I know, he wants to be fed. Again. Okay, so where is my seashells? Okay, so seashells. Thank you for waiting. Did you jump up behind me? No, you did it. Okay, so let's get a general reading for you for the next month. Okay. So I appreciate everyone's patience. Thank you for keeping me company. I'm going to stick around till, let me see when the sun goes down, because I want to go for a walk after this. Let me see. Oh, my friend just called. Let me see when the sun sets. Bear with me, everyone. Okay, sun sets at 6:41. Okay, so I'll probably stick around for 45 more minutes. Okay. Okay, so no, I'll go ahead and do your seashells. Okay. Alrighty. Would you all be kind and patient if I just gave my companion a little bit of food? Because I know he's going to continue doing this. Okay, so seashells, they'll be next. And then Emmy, I will do your reading as well, unless I missed someone. Okay, please let me know. This is how lives work. Though probably a soap opera is more interesting than this. I'll be right back. All right. Spirit, no. Alrighty. Wait. Yeah. No. There you go. Let me see how much. How much did I get? Alrighty. Okay. All right, so spiritual rain. All right. Spiritual rain. Okay. Okay. Cups for you. So we're looking at for the next month or so. Both cards I pulled are cups. First one I got here for you is Son of Cups. Astrologically, it's kind of hard to break an old habit. Astrologically, Son of Cups is associated with Pisces. So we are looking at a connection to some deep stuff that's happening. Okay, we're in a good season. We're in the waning season, but we're doing this in a graceful manner. All the cups in the Wild Unknown deck is featured with the swans, or features the swan at different stages, especially the court cards. So the Son of Cups is an individual, is an energy where whatever is going on, whether it's an inner journey that you're exploring, we have to be open and honest, and to see whatever is going on, whether it's dark or light. We have to do it we have to come from a place of being understanding and compassionate and being graceful. Let's not be hard on ourselves between now and December. If there's something that you are focusing on that's pretty deep rooted, and be hard on ourselves. And that's kind of, that's a challenge for a lot of people. A lot of people, we place blame on a lot of things, including ourselves. But whatever journey that you will be going on between now and December, okay, just do it in style. Do it in a way that's poised, very nice, be respectful to yourself, okay, and accept whatever is going on, with openness. Okay, listen to your emotions, listen to your intuition. Almost almost have a conversation with your inner self. You're like, how do I have a conversation with my inner self? Having a conversation with your inner self is the opposite of what I'm doing here. You're speaking to inside, and you're asking, am I being really honest about what's going on? Am I honestly feeling what I'm feeling? And just let it sit. Don't ask a lot of questions. These questions are being asked from the heart, and the heart's going to answer. Okay, so at this time, I feel there is some deep-rooted issues that you need to be mindful of and be aware of, and to come and do some work with it, but do it in a way that is one of grace. That's when we see the swan, we can only think of one word of grace and beauty, but also compassionate and being very sensitive. Okay. Second card I got here. Got the same card. Got 6 of Cups here. Okay. Now, because we're dealing with this energy, this is also something very interesting. Look at this here. Okay. You see this, seashells? Look at the energy here. Okay, that's coming up and out from the cups. Very similar to what's going on here with the roots of this tree. Very different reading than what I did with Giggles Gonzalez. Okay, but here I'm feeling that we are really doing some deep work. And we're going to have to kind of get through this tangled mess. I'm not saying that whatever work that needs to be done, it's looking like this. But if we can work through this little by little and be understanding about what's going on, we can come out of this situation in a way where we could see things in a very simple manner. It's not complex. Okay. Even though this is a shadow tree, okay, let me flip this around here. This is what it could look like as well. Excuse me. Okay. So this is all the work. This is all the energy that's going on, different forces, love, movement, creativity, thought process, nourishment. These roots form this tree. Okay. And look here, very simple. This is our outcome. This is what we want. We want something just very simple. So don't overcomplicate something that is already complicated. Be open, honest, graceful towards what you are experiencing inside. Be honest, okay? Be honest. Honesty really opens up things in a greater sense. And being open, honest, and free, we get these energies here moving. They're being exposed, they're being opened, they're being revealed. And then this tree can just, start growing. Doesn't have the pine cones or the leaves yet, but it has the branches. It's a starting point. It's a starting point of healing. Okay. Pisces is also known as the healer. Okay. They have a very deep-seated way of healing situations in a way that some of the other signs don't. Other signs in the astrology wheel, they heal in their own way. They heal either through actions, emotions, or through thoughts, or just by building a solid foundation. Okay, so right there, I just broke down the 4 elements. So look at these cards here. Okay, there's some deep work that needs to be done. Okay. Let's see here. It's been 10 years today that I've been through so much and have learned from the past. Yeah. and I'm smiling, not laughing, but I'm smiling like it sometimes takes years of work. We heal it, and we're healing lifelong. When someone says, "I'm healed, I feel better," no, because something's going to happen, something's going to come, and it's going to challenge that heal. It may reopen a wound that you thought was closed, or that you came, that you took care of. These are lifelong challenges that come with all of us. Or the wound maybe hasn't healed entirely, and there's still scar tissue. It's still very sensitive, to the touch. So we can be good on the outside and we can feel good on the inside, but I'm talking about deep down, there is still, like I had mentioned earlier about karma, there are still actions that took place in the past, whether good or bad, that has still influenced us, and they still mark, and they leave a mark, they leave an impression in us that is lifelong, and you don't realize it until something triggers it. So seashells, yeah, it's good that you see that you've made the growth, that you've made these changes. It's a lot of stuff going on, and again, it doesn't get revealed until something triggers it, until something just like, oh, wow. Look at your dreams. Your dreams are a perfect example of how we see things, and what influences we take from our outside experiences, from something as simple as a tarot deck, or as a pencil, as a pen, as a pencil, something that we hear, something that we see, little things like that. they hit our conscious and they go into the subconscious in a way that really surprises us, you know. Let's see here. I've healed my soul. I feel good today. Okay. Every day is going to be different. We may start off feeling great, and then by the end of the day, you're like, oh, why do I not feel great today? Okay, it's just, could be us, could be, again, our influences in our environment where we are. We can turn that around. We can allow it to make us feel unhappy, or we can allow it to make us feel good, you know. And that's the lifelong challenge. That's the lifelong quest. Happiness. Happiness comes in many different ways, and it's maintaining it. Okay, so there you go, seashells. So it's a bit to kind of poise on to you, or put out to you, but don't, just take things little by little. Power of thought can change. Oh yeah, see, you already know it because you understand what you've gone through. You gained the insight, the wisdom, the knowledge. You understand it. Okay. So for those who are watching, you are the controller of your destiny. Your destiny can be the next few minutes, the next few hours, the next few days, weeks. You determine how it's going to go. Okay. But you have to take action to make that happen. Okay. Oh, yes. Yeah. It's more work. We'll get those moments of revelation. It's like, aha. Okay. But again, it's maintaining it. That's where the work is never ending. I shouldn't say never ending because it makes it sound like it's something not pleasurable. It isn't, but you get the benefits when you start seeing the results. And that's why you have to keep doing the work so you can see what the results are going to be, right? Yep, there you go. Everyone, look at what Seashells is writing. She understands her journey. Okay. Good words there, Seashell. Seashells. Okay. Alrighty, so Emmy, let's see here. I'm going to go back here. Self-therapy. That's excellent, spiritual rain. If you can understand that this is not medication, okay, it's a form of healing, but what happens is, and why readers and divinators always, well, for the most part, should be putting the disclaimer, is that we need people to understand who could be hurting mentally, physically, that this isn't going to decide your fate. You take the cards, you take the reading, and you break it down. I give the interpretation. Anyone does the interpretation. You break it down, and you determine from that reading, you, not me, not the divinator, you determine how you can maybe better control, better manage that situation. Okay. So, Emmy, let's do this. Let's just pull some cards. Okay. Okay, I'm going to, one card just came out. We are 306. You're being very cute. This other card just came here too. Okay, wow. All right. All right. I'll stick around for another 20 minutes. Okay. So, Emmy, let me scroll down here. Let me pull some other cards. Not pull some other cards, but okay, give me a minute or a second. Okay. So, Emmy, first card I have here for you. I got 3 cards. Got the Hermit. Okay. Hermit is ruled by the sign of Virgo. Okay, this is actually my card for this year. This is my birth year card. The birth year card is when you add your birth month and date and the current year. Okay, underline the current year. Okay, when you add those numbers together, sorry, I got a kink in my neck. When you add those numbers together, you're going to get 2 numbers. Okay, and if they go past 22, like 23, 24, 25, add those numbers together and you get your year card. If your number is 22, by adding up those numbers, if they come to 22, that is your card. And number 22 is the Fool. The Fool is a 0, but it is still part of the major arcana. And so it should be added at the end after the World. That's how I do it, as the 22nd card. The World is the 21st, and the Fool is the 22nd. Okay, so you're September 11th, and you are a Virgo. Okay. All righty. Doesn't necessarily mean, well, you can add up your numbers, 9, 1, 1. And this year, I'm not going to do it, but you can do it later on, and you'll find out what your archetype card is. Okay. Now, the Hermit, this card is very special for me. As I mentioned, this is my birth card for this year. And I start from my birth date to the next year's birth date, and then I go on to the next archetype. This Hermit is all about inner reflection. Okay. You see here the turtle is tucked into the shell. The shell is protective. We have the light beautifully placed on top of the shell. Okay. But here, our scene, we don't have much of a scene of action. We're just having a moment of stillness. Okay. A stillness that is such that everything slows down. Feelings that were going like this are now like this. Moving like this, actions, is now still. Earth foundation, the mind can now think. The Hermit is slowing down. The Hermit is about having everything come to a standstill consciously, so that we could start seeing what's happening and seeing and feeling what's happening, so that we can explore and understand a little bit of what we need. What's the next thing that we need here? You want to come up? What do we need, Spirit? Okay, so this card's all about inner reflection of what's been around us, what influences us, and just to experience any changes that have occurred and see how it's affecting us, and what it is where we can go with it, where it could lead us. Okay. Another card I have here also relate to swords. We have our Daughter of Swords back. So we're looking at, again, a new perspective, a new direction, a new way of thinking and seeing things. Okay. This sword here, as I mentioned when I was doing the reading for Geek, his question was obviously different, but we're seeing that we're starting small. We start taking this new direction of perspective, but we take it in smaller steps. Okay. We want to be careful. This is maybe a card of being cautious with the way that we think about things from here on in. Okay. Everything's moving slow. The mind. Okay. The planet of influence for Virgo is Mercury. Mercury is the mind. It's the intellect. It's communication. Okay. So the slow process will allow us also to hopefully open up the way that we have been seeing things, and seeing it in a way that we could be more honest with it, instead of seeing fear, anger, to see things that may be holding you back. Okay, I'm not saying those things are, but just things that you see that can make the mind not feel in a safe place. Okay, we want to change that. Okay, the card, the Hermit, is very, very much your guide in all of this. Okay. But also, we have to be mindful not to stay in that place for too long. Okay. And I feel the Hermit will know when it's time to come out. The Hermit is different energy as opposed to like the Moon. The Moon card's ruled by Pisces, and Pisces is that very deep subconscious. The Hermit is more of spiritual. It's more of inner, searching for this light that we have and how we could better use it to guide us in our everyday lives. Okay. So it's deep, but it's more of a soul searching, not subconscious in the sense of like the Moon energy of Pisces, where we're dealing with underlying issues, hidden pain, and an energy of that sort. Okay, the other card I have here, interesting. I have 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so we have the spider. Spider is seen as the worker, constantly webbing that weave, right? Or weaving that web. And we see, okay, we see it's constantly going. Now, this card, depending on where you're going to take it, and the reason why I say depending on how you're going to take this is, when you look at this card, do you see this as a way of weaving yourself out of a situation? I want to say it has to be out, because we're dealing with the Pentacles. Okay, we're looking at hard work. We're looking at what's needed to get us out of the situation. Perhaps if it was reversed, which it wasn't, this is we're putting a web of issues. We're falling down a downward spiral. Okay, we're creating this web as a way of distraction, so that we don't have to deal with what's going on. But this card was reversed. It came up upright, and I'm seeing that the energy and what you've been surrounded by, okay, because you've mentioned about depression and anxiety. It's going to be work. Okay, it's going to be a lot of work to get out of this. And look, we had seashells, and we had spiritual rain. Everyone has had different forms and different levels of dealing with anxiety and depression. Excuse me. Okay, and it will always feel like this. Okay, you know, it's like we have to work ourselves out of this situation so that we can move forward. Okay. So that we could better see what's on the other side of dealing with issues that are just never ending. They keep going, 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 going. And also watch when you see a spider weave the web, they're very quick. You know, they make a web in a matter of time. So this urgency of work, fast development, is something that I could say for you, Emmy, that if you can work through the anxiety and issue, not in a quick manner, but in a way that's showing that you are making this effort and that you're dedicated and, you know, moving away from this, there will be success. There will be success, not great success, you know, monetary success, but there will be success of the heart and the mind. There will be a relief. There will be some space for you to work with. Okay. But again, here, you know, this is where our energy is most directed towards. Okay. We need to have a different perspective. Okay. On how we can better deal with these issues. Let me see here. I will reflect on this very insightfully. I am a hermit and I haven't been out of the house due to anxiety. It could be, but the difference with the experience that you're feeling versus the hermit here is if we could take this energy. I don't know how this can be managed. And again, this isn't medical advice. If you can take the time of you being inward, staying at home, being reclusive, what are you doing with the energy? See what I'm saying? When someone stays home, they're anxious. They don't want to go outside. They don't want to do anything. So what are you doing? Okay. This is the hermit in the shell, but work is being done, but it's being done at a spiritual healing level, looking for insight, looking for guidance. Okay. If you're staying home and you're watching TV or you're watching me, or, you know, doing things that aren't productive, this is all what's going on. Okay. This is action going to work to resolve or to create something that will lead to something of success, of achievement. Okay. Let's see here. Thank you so much. I feel like thank you for not telling me everything is going to be great, because yeah, well, you know, when we're dealing with anything of you know, of personal strife at whatever level, it's not going to be good. We can only get to good until we start doing the work. Okay. So when you're inside again as the hermit, okay, what are you doing? Okay, look at yourself, ask yourself, what can I be doing that's productive? Okay. Where I can start seeing results. The Hermit here is on a journey of soul searching to get to a certain point. Okay. That's my card this year. Okay. And that's what that's the work that I'm doing for me. For you, it will be different, you know? See, Brianne Love, good luck to you. Emmy, life can be hard always for us humans. We can do hard things. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, we sometimes do hard things and we just place them upon ourselves. And like I said, we just make this grow more and more. I know this is quite the opposite of what the Eight of Pentacles normally stands for, but in this card and in the context of the question, we want to get out of that situation. So we want to create work that is productive and that will create results. Melody Hassan. Hello, Melody. Welcome. A few of you who are still with me, thank you. Melody, you will be my last reading. I want to thank everyone who has been watching. Still stick around for the chat. Thumbs up. Subscribe. Let people know about this channel. I do readings once a week, usually Sunday or Monday. Hit the notification bell and you will find out when I will be doing my next readings. Feel free to leave a donation. The donation is through PayPal. It's my email address. If you go into the description, if you like the reading that I did and you feel like you want to leave a donation, feel free to do so. There's no pressure though. But it is greatly appreciated for the time and the energy put into the readings. Okay, Melody, you will be the last reading because I got to go and do a walk. So the sun is setting, and I want to get a little bit of sun here before it goes down. Let's see. Okay, Melody, what is your career path? Okay, we will look into that. Spiritual rain. Oh, yes, it's very important to work towards your healing while you're hermiting. Yeah. Healing can come in all forms. I choose painting and the arts. Yeah, there's so many things. It's self-expression. You know, the pandemic was actually healing for a lot of people because they found where they want to be, what they want to do. And obviously the world has shifted since then in many different ways. People have found their happiness. People are still looking for their happiness, looking for ways to create what makes them feel good. Want to come here, baby? I got you. There we go. There we go. All righty. All righty. I will let others participate and reach out to you through your website. Thank you, Emily. Thank you so much. Yes. Look at that bright star tonight. It is waning. We are now in the moon in Leo. So look at, if you have clear skies, go and look at the moon. All right, baby. All right. Where do you want to go? Spirit rules sometimes. Okay, so this isn't quite going to work with your bum on my chest. Okay, hang on one second. Oh. All righty. So Melody, let's see here. Okay, so Melody, again, will be my last reading. Thank you, everyone who has participated. And Melody, let's see where your career direction's going to be. No, stay here. You're nice and warm. You're warm on my lap. I like that. All righty. I know, I don't have the blanket on me. Okay. He's going to probably jump off. Yeah. Okay. You want to go on the bed? Spirit's my conduit here for my readings. All righty. Okay, Melody. So let's see here. And again, thank you, everyone, because I'll probably just sign off really quickly. Brianne. Spirit. Oh my God, I looked like that emoji, didn't I? There we go. All right. Okay, career. Career for, oops, well, that was easy. Well, I'm getting repeater cards here. Whoa. Okay, one more. Okay. Okay. Wait, did I read this differently? No, I didn't. Hang on one second. I think I read a card different here. I thought this was for. Okay, never mind. I'm going to have to look at this. Doesn't matter because it was all intuitive. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is so weird. Okay, anyhow, I'm so sorry. Melody. Here's our first card. I want to make sure I got my number right. Anyhow, it's 7 of Wands. This card has come up, I think, 2 other times for readings this week or today. And when I get multiple cards like this showing up in a reading, I take it as a sign for myself. So here we have our 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands here. We're seeing potential. Okay. We have this wand, which I have interpreted in the past as a wand that has probably, it's in the process of an action as we see the light. Here, I can read this as actions that have already been done, actions yet to come, or action taking place, and whatever the results are, these are the tools that need to be used in the time to come. So this is all potential. This is all about moving to what you feel really drawn to, what you firmly feel will lead you into in a better direction. This is all about following signs, things that seem to be moving, naturally, and something else comes in. You know how to work with movement. You know how to, what's the best way to say this? You know how to do actions. You know how to do actions in the right way. It's like you see something coming. It's coming at you, an offer, an assignment, and you know how to make it work. That's the word I'm looking for. You know how to make it work. Okay. And you put that energy in so you can make potential from that and to continue it growing. That's where we have here our 7 of Wands. Okay. Taking action and putting it into great use and manifesting it, making more from it. So whatever skill you have or wherever you are in your workplace, you know how to take things and make things happen. I'm wondering if you're an Aries or a fire sign, because I have another series. I have another card here that's also Wands, fiery energy. Other card I have here Ace of Swords. Okay. So with this Ace of Swords, what we're seeing here is we're seeing this energy. Okay, right? You know how to make these actions and manifest them. You also know how to put the thought into these actions. You really see things as it's happening. And you're able, through the actions and the results of what you're seeing, you're able to mentally put this action and place it where it is best suited. You know how to be direct. You're a Libra. Okay, Libra is air sign, so are the swords. You know how to do things, since you mentioned your Libra. You know how to balance things to make these choices where they're going to be beneficial to everyone involved. Not that it's going to be more on one side, more on the other. You want to make sure, and as we have here with the sword coming in between these two thunderbolts, I can say this could be an extension of this energy here of light. You're putting this into action, but here. Okay. So you carefully see, like I was saying, how action is being formed, where it's going, and you know where to better place. With the Ace of Swords, you know how to place this action. So career-wise, I almost want to say, are you a person in charge? Are you someone that needs to, are you in a role where, like a manager or somewhere where you're in charge of people and there's a responsibility that's needed to make sure that the people that are working with you or for you, that everything is done, like things are moving in a good way? That's what I'm feeling here. Other card here, I have here Four of Wands. Okay. And I have to read this because I thought a reading I did with this was the Four of Wands. Maybe it was no, I think it was the Four of Wands. I think I may have seen the number incorrectly. You're a student in medical school. Okay. Alrighty. So with this position here, okay, the Four of Wands, we have a lot of this energy, but it's we're starting to see shape. We're starting to see it form. We're starting to see things coming into place. So with you being a student in medical school, there is a lot of responsibility. Okay. You want to know about your career. Your role, I feel, is going to be potentially one of where a lot of people will be relying on you. If you're going to be a doctor or a surgeon, if it's going to be a position of that stature, these cards here lean to me that you will be strong with that, but you also want to make sure that people are taken care of. Okay, you're not doing this for the money. You're doing this it's almost like for a moral reason. You're not doing it just for the income. You're doing this because you enjoy it, but you enjoy it in the sense that you want to help people. Okay. People go to medical school and they just want to do it because they will hopefully become a doctor and make lots of money, and they're just in it for the money. This is a very expensive career. And so it kind of boggles my mind when people go to medical school just for the money and they end up being not a good physician or a good nurse or anything like that. That becomes a disservice to society, and also not good for the person who just spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on an education and just to blow it. You don't care about money. Especially with the Ace of Swords, you want to be there more at the human level. And so there's something how do you pronounce that word? Philanthropy like of you. You may end up, I don't know, you may end up doing more humanity work, in the sense of like going into situations to help people, like in disasters, people low income, third world country. You may lead a group of individuals who travels around the world. I'm kind of sensing that from here. Okay. This can all change. This is all what I'm pulling right now, because you're still in school, but I'm feeling that's where your heart is and where your energy is. I'm also feeling that you don't like the direction of where healthcare is right now, and you yourself would like to leave an imprint, or leave a mark so that you can be someone who could be influential or be an inspiration of change in the medical field. I don't feel it's anything great, but it's going to be something of potentially recognition. And that's what I'm getting with these cards. Um, so this card came up once. Okay, I shuffled this card at the beginning of this, and this card flipped over, and I put it back in. Now I'm ending my readings, and I shuffled, and this card came up. So um, I'm going to close with this card, actually. So Melody, um, this is what I'm feeling here. So we have the Ace of Swords, okay, for putting, fairness and balance in your career, taking charge, taking control. You may have Aquarius in you. You may have something where you see things that need to be changed, and potentially what you're seeing or feeling and envisioning could be a great change, like a new program in the health industry, something like that. And I feel it very strongly. So pursue this, even if you're in school, if you're connected with someone who has the same drive as you and wants to do something more humanitarian, I feel maybe that could be good for you. That could put you in the direction of where you would like to be. You're welcome, Spiritual Rain. Hello, Barbara Ward. That's what happens when you speak for 2.5 hours. From Connecticut, hello. So, so yeah, your heart's in the right place. Okay. So I don't even tell me what your specialty is, because I'm not feeling that here. You want to have medical experience so that you can help. It's not specific to brain surgery, heart surgery, or like family doctor or anything like this. Your drive in the medical industry is global. And that's what I'm getting here. Okay, Ace of Swords. This is your guiding light here. That's Seven of Wands. And then the Four of Wands, everything coming together. You're starting to see, literally, this is like the light here, and this is your the eye for the prize. Everything starts falling into shape. I think there's going to be some work you're going to be doing while in school, and things are going to start forming for you while you're in school, so that by the time you graduate, or by the time you're almost done, you're going to have a project. You're going to be working on something already, because you're going to be working on it while in school. This is what I'm feeling here. Let's see. Let's see. Oh my God, I read your mind. I don't read minds. It's the energy that I feel. You're 64. Bless your heart, Barbara. Bless your heart. Well, guess what? I need to stop readings, everyone. Laura Hassan. Hello. Honey, I've been reading for now over almost 2 hours, 40 minutes, and I need to do a walk before the sun sets, because the sun's going to be setting in an hour. So I need to take a time out. But you bet. Come back, please. Subscribe. Hit, tap the notification bell. For those that I've done readings, again, feel free to leave a donation. The information's in the description box. But let me leave you with this card. Thank you, Laura. You bet. Thank you. Let me leave you with the card that came up while I was shuffling. I put it back in the deck when I first started this episode, and now while I'm closing it, this card popped up again. I got this card here. This is I believe this is our Nine of Wands. Yeah, it is our Nine of Wands, because the Nine of Wands is the card that shows a form of oppression, self-oppression. Okay, so on that note, everyone, oppression. No. The Nine of Wands, we have the steps here. And we're seeing a golden moon. We're seeing a moon. I almost want to say this is a waxing moon. These are the steps that were coming from the darkness. And we're slowly coming up to the light. These are, we don't see 9 wands. Are there 9 steps here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there are 9 steps here to this light. Okay, so with this reading here for everyone, our 9 of Wands here, let's use this card, because we are waning season. I'll keep saying that. Things are becoming more introverted, more internal exploration, and staying home and feeling cozy, and doing that waning moon in Cancer we had. Let's, with this nine of Wands, let's overall, let's just be good to ourselves. Let's be gentle to ourselves. Let's not be hard on ourselves. Okay. All right. So that we can, get to the next step each day. Okay. So we can reach this brightness, emotional lightness. Okay. It does have to be happy, happy, joy, joy. It's emotional lightness. Let's take this card. Okay, one that normally feels heavy and burden and whatnot, let's just kind of throw that off. Okay, for this day or for the week. Okay, so that we can start moving towards feeling a little lighter. Even though the moon's waning, we will be going to the new moon, I believe, next week. But we could still use this energy that even though things are becoming a little dark, it doesn't have to be heavy. Okay, we don't have to have that wet blanket on us all the time. So we have to be kind to ourselves, and that's what I feel with this card. Rabia, hi. I am done with readings. But feel free to come back, hit the subscription or hit the notification bell, subscribe. I will be back. I do these readings once a week. Okay. Either Sunday or Monday. So if you hit the notification bell and subscribe, you'll find out what's going on. Okay. So this was a wonderful day of reading. I can pleasantly, here's a good example of a deck that I really was short of. Like, this deck has now turned this like this. So I'm not endorsing the deck. The deck is not for everyone, but it is a deck that reads very well for me. And I think it shows that maybe my intuition is now being a little bit more open and less closed than what it was a few years ago. Because my exploration with the tarot has opened up. So that was, and I will admit, it was an ego call for this deck. So I'm happy it's here, and I like the small version of it. I like it so much more than the larger version. All right. I like that. Enjoy your walk on the light side of life. I am going to do that now. So everyone have a wonderful week. I have readings on my website. Feel free to take a look. You could book me for readings there. Any questions you have, feel free to ask. Okay. And I will be back again soon. I'll try and do another video this week, but we will see. Okay, so everyone stay good to each other, be nice, show the support of people that may be having a hard time. Just be compassionate and understanding. You don't have to give all yourself. Just let them know that you're there for a little bit of time, whatever time you have to offer. That's all what matters. Okay, all right, take care of yourself, everyone. I will see you again soon. Bye.